You're watching Phone Arena's video review of Eten V900, which has support for digital video broadcast, terrestrial, or in other words, free digital TV. This makes it the first such phone of the manufacturer and the second in the world Windows mobile smartphone of the type after GS Smart T600. V900 has a fresh new design for the brand, and in contrast to previous models lacks the simple look, which makes it attractive to a wider audience. Because of its not so compact size, we don't recommend carrying it in a pocket. Instead, use the leather pouch included in the package, which is also used as a holder to support the device while watching TV. Let us show you how it's done. On the front, we have a 2.8-inch VGA display supporting up to 65K colors, which is a very important element also because of its role of a TV screen. In artificial lighting conditions, the image is okay, but it fades big time in bright sunlight. The joystick is very soft and it will take some time to get used to it. Take a look at the bottom of the phone. Besides the 2.5mm jack and the mini USB slot, you have the stylus and the antenna at both ends. In contrast to GS Smart T600, here you don't have to install the antenna, but simply extend it without the need for headphones. Software-wise, besides the standard Windows Mobile 6.1 interface, which we're familiar with, there is a full SPB show personalization. We've seen that in previous models such as X800 and X600 of the manufacturer, but they didn't employ the full version like the V900. There are substantial innovations and we'll demonstrate them right now. By default, SPB show is started manually, but you can set it up for automatic activation. It takes up the entire Windows Mobile home screen and even the start menu. In the upper part of the display, we see a small status bar showing the battery indicator, carrier name, network reception, and other connectivity icons. Below it, we have the weather icon, email with number of unread letters, messages, missed calls, and last is the volume icon, which acts as a shortcut for accessing the phone's profiles. Below them is the large clock, which leads to an alarm submenu and a world clock showing the time in 3 cities. Let's jump a step behind. The calendar that follows takes up half the screen in principle, but when there are active alarms or saved appointments, it shrinks or simply disappears. On the very bottom, we see a bar with 4 icons. The first one is a home screen button, and the second one brings you to a personalized main menu. In the top part, there is a bar with the last 12 applications used, which you can pin and create a mini shortcut menu. Below is your software combined in 6 categories. The cool part about the menu is that the personalization is also present deeper in the sub-menus. For example, when you click on Organizer and then choose Notes, instead of opening the classic Windows Mobile Notes application, it opens a menu with the available options. And did you notice the transition similar to the touch flow? Well, you have a choice between several such effects. The third tab shows 15 of your favorite people and gives you access to the phone book, and the last is just an exit button which brings you out of the SPB show and back to the plain Windows Mobile environment. Unfortunately, the browser is the outdated and almost useless Internet Explorer, and in order to take advantage of the global 3G supported by the Eten V900, we recommend downloading one of the alternatives in the face of Skyfire or Opera. The 3.2 megapixel camera interface is somewhat ugly and is not finger friendly. Only the settings menu is done well here. The image quality is not impressive and the colors are not very real. The video shot with the camcorder is simply terrible. For multimedia playback, you'll have to rely on the standard Windows Media Player. To our surprise, we not only managed to play H.264 encoded videos, but DivX as well. Well, the files weren't with VGA resolution, but we were still happy. We finally got to the most important part, the free digital TV. We took a short trip to Germany so we can test it, and here's a short demo.
Tools we have.
Hilfe vom Staat, da soll auch schon der nächste Finanzriese gebeten haben. AIG, der weltweit zweitgrößte Versicherer, kämpft ums Überleben. Mehrere wichtige Ratingagenturen haben das Institut herabgestuft. Hiobsbotschaften ohne Ende. Die Schockwelle aus den USA rollt
This
um
is the
die Welt,
quality.
hat auch die asiatischen Börsen
It's actually
mitgerissen.
very, very
Nach dem
good,
Feiertag
but
gestern brachen
still,
die Märkte heute
a lot of
dramatisch ein.
times the
Tokio
frame
rutschte den
rate is not the
Nikkei-Index
usual
unter die
that you can
psychologisch wichtige
expect
Marke von
around
12.000
25 frames
Die Finanzkrise
for
wird zu einer
regular TV
Vertrauenskrise, das
programming.
spüren auch die
Pretty
Börsianer in
much
Frankfurt.
what we can
Der
say
DAX
is
stürzt
that
um
we feel
knappe
it's
2%
about
ab. Nervosität
between
an den Märkten, auch der
12 and
Bundesfinanzminister
15
ist
frames per
alarmiert.
second. So a lot of times you can actually notice the different frame rates.
Ausgestanden ist sie wohl noch nicht. An der Wall Street in New York warten jetzt alle
From the
gespannt
joystick,
auf die
you can change the channels. Currently the tests we're doing are here in Germany, so we have around 12 different channels. Depending on the country, they might be more, they might be less.
Besides the good quality and loud sound when watching TV, V900 runs in this mode for up to 3 hours, which is 3 times more than the GS Smart T600. Thanks for watching. Please visit phonearena.com for a full text review with many pictures and a 360-degree view.